Well, plus side of being in the middle of a bloody cow field, at least I'm gonna get sun early. And there we go, crack of 6:56 in the morning. I think the being solo out here has been getting to me a bit. Yesterday I had 40 minutes of footage of me just like yammering on. It's been hell trying to edit that down to a reasonable amount. Clouds out here look like something could happen. Not my favorite campsite. I'm just happy I was able to find something. That's that lava flow I was going through last night, and there was nothing in there. Brr. Glad I kept my long johns on. Yesterday was such a nice day between the weather and the quiet remote hiking. I was just over the moon. Unfortunately, I've been hearing the road off to my left for most of the night and morning. Seems like it's going to be a busy road walk. Okay, I guess that's the end of my lava fun time. Onto the road. So on the map, it looks like you should be able to just stay on 42, but there's private property back there. There really is, thought and considerations put into how they route these things. Reading some of the comments on Far Out, people kind of assume somebody just randomly drew a line here or there. And speaking of Far Out comments, there's at least one person advising that you should hitch to Pie Town and then hitch to the next section because it's too dangerous to road walk. People have really weird standards when it comes to road walks. From some of the comments, I suspect some people don't like ever stepping off the pavement. I tend to, hang out on the left side of oncoming traffic here. And then if somebody isn't merging over, I just walk off into the grass and gravel until they're passed. And I mean, people can't always merge over. There's traffic coming the other way, etc. Or they're just nervous drivers and don't want to leave their lane. But I mean, even something like that, they were giving me plenty of space. The only time I've actually felt a road walk was dangerous is when it's a bridge or something and you're right up against a cement barrier and there's not enough room. The only place I can truly remember that being an issue was Cape Breton when I was headed for Meat Cove. There was one bridge that it was so narrow, there was no room between the cars and the cement wall. So I actually had somebody, I stuck my thumb out, got somebody to just give me a ride right across the bridge. I am generally referred to as a purist, but I do have my limits, and it's legality or safety. Actual safety, not just fear-mongering. I don't really have a solid plan for how far I'm going today. At least to TC Ranch, which puts me 16 miles from Pie Town. Yesterday, things were going so good until, mid-afternoon when things slowed down a little. I thought I was going to get a couple of miles down this road before camping. Granted, this stretch at least, there's not really options because I don't like to be visible. So if things just go okay, I'll just make the hiker shelter at TC Ranch. And if it goes well, there's an additional 3 to 6 miles I can do, because apparently there's no fencing. And so you could camp in that section. My early experience with significant road walks was the Florida Trail. And the more I do, the more appreciative I've become of how they've laid those out. Because they're on stretches of road that are generally pretty manageable. A lot of them are more rural. And there are waypoints and things so you can camp behind trees or in vegetation along the way. And they have contacted a lot of the different churches along the way, so you have a place to rest, get water, and in some cases camp. I still remember meeting Pastor Matt, who let me camp out back and then left the fellowship hall open, which was cool, access to a bathroom and everything. And even better, they had a coffee pot that he let me use. And as much as I stressed out about the Alabama road walk, it was similar there. Lots of churches, they often let you camp out back, get water, etc. Hence why I spent a rather intense tornado warning camped on the back steps as everything around me flooded in this one particular church in the middle of nowhere. Pretty sure I'm basically done with the lava right now. It was cool that they routed it through one of these flows down here again, though. That was the coolest section of this entire kind of loop, where the 2 times when you're on the hardcore lava flow and not just the mixed rocks and dirt. Looks like my road walk's going to be at least partially on dirt. So this is the same road that I left south of Grants in the dark. There is a brown line shortcut that bypasses all the fun lava stuff. And this is my life now. I've been watching Dust Trails, so it looks like it does get reasonably consistent traffic. I normally go to great lengths to avoid delayering my underlayers. I always liked layering out, not layering under. Sometimes can't avoid it though. The clouds went away, so it is pretty warm. So I stopped and took my long johns off. Part of that is I hate messing with my shoes, because I feel like since stuff like the arch abrasion comes out of nowhere, if it's currently working, I don't want to touch it no matter what. So it's about 31 miles and change to Pytown. That is in the range I can do in a day, you know, obviously with effort and things going well. But I don't want to get into Pytown late. I don't know what's going to be going on at Toaster House, etc. So hopefully Pytown tomorrow sometime. Earlier in the day would be preferable. $12:30. This is my one good chance for water, if I believe the comments. Huh. Thought that looked like a llama. And sure enough, llamas. Well, that looks promising. Oh, that is a beautiful sight. I love solar wells. Oh, that almost makes me want to swim. I've just been sitting here quietly. Okay, good water source. Drank a bunch, carrying maybe about 2 liters. I've got about 8 more miles to TC Ranch. I'll see how my feet are held up by the time I get there. If camping is just out in the open like this, next to a busy road, I could do that, but we'll see. There are more wells and water sources today than, previous week plus combined. This is dragging a bit. Not a lot out here to see, just one long straight line. Looking back the way I came. Should be getting close to the hiker-friendly ranch, I think. Okay, this is the hiker-friendly place. Hey, chairs. This is a downright lovely place, and I really appreciate the fruit and the water, but I think I'm probably going to keep going south and try and disperse camp. It's 4:30. I've only come 19 miles. My feet are beat up, but it's 16 miles here into Pytown. and Pie Town's going to take a little bit of repacking and abandoning food. So it would probably be better to have, 13 to 11 miles versus 16 tomorrow. Also, my forecast just updated and looks like probable rain in the morning. That's going to be fun on this road. That is an absolutely lovely stop, but trail calls. Their water was also bloody cold, which normally I'm all for. A couple of hours ago, that would have been okay. As soon as I lose the sun, though, it gets chilly out here. So theoretically, the fences should be ending. Actually ending, that's just a gap, and that's a house over there. And then I should be able to disperse camp. Okay, looks like the fences have finally dropped off. This is technically state land trust, so while it's not exactly kosher to camp here, it's probably going to be okay. Well, here's something you don't see very often. I am actually stealth camping on a Big 3 trail. So, needless to say, keeping kind of a low profile here. Came way back, made sure nobody can see me from the road. I'm not near any houses on Google Maps. So, home sweet home and Pie Town in the morning.